So we're going to wait and see if anybody jumps on.
Let us know if you could even hear us.
We're trying to go live from the cruise. We're going to give this a couple minutes for people to jump on.
I see one person is here.
Matt is here.
Matt,
hey, Matt.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, so because sound and video are good.
Love you, brother.
So... Hey, Robin is here.
Hey,
oh my
beautiful.
gosh, Robin, you would absolutely love this show.
Hi, Sarah Joy.
So we are live from Star of the Seas. We kind of miss you guys. Well, we do miss you guys.
Miss you guys.
So we figured that we just finished dinner and we're going to be going to a new game show that is debuting on Star of the Seas.
Family Feud.
No, it's Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Price is Right.
I'm insistent on calling it Family Feud.
Yes. And so we figured we would just jump on and say hello to everybody. If you are new here, this is our Thursday live stream. Our Thursday live stream is just our chance to hang out with our community, answer questions about keto and carnivore. So if you have a question, go ahead
Ask us a question.
Type question and then whatever your question is. Again, we're live streaming on our computer, on our iPad, so it's a little different. I don't have the full setup.
Thank you.
And so Robin said, call it whatever you want.
That's right.
So like I said, we're on Star of the Seas. We've been having a blast.
What has been really nice is... not the food, although the food has...
This touch-up thing is freaky.
Has slapped.
There we go. That looks better.
The food has been awesome. Lots of seafood on Embarkation Day. Actually, lots of seafood every single day, which I have loved. And tonight was Mexican night, and I've got to tell you, I didn't have high hopes for it.
Yeah.
Because we were in the Windjammer. And so I'm like, well, we'll just, let's go.
Yeah.
Every single thing hit. The carne asada... I would put the seasoning on a boot and eat it. Lamb chops were amazing tonight. And we have not gone to main dining.
Okay, so one thing we have to do, the messages go away.
Okay.
So we can't rant, because then we lose the messages.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so I did see, Matt asked, what is the best bite? So here's the thing, we have not been to main dining at all. We have just been doing...
Hi, Marianne.
Like going to Windjammer, and there are a lot of free food options on this ship other than just Windjammer. So you have Windjammer, you have a Local Fresh, you have Sorrento's.
Those are protein.
And then they have another place here called the Aquadel Marketplace, which they have barbecue. It's like a mall. It's kind of like, think about mall, like a mall food court. Barbecue, Thai, Mexican,
Cuban,
and Mediterranean, and that's open till midnight every night, and it's all free. And then there's like 4 other buffet places. So we've just been doing those, and the food has been really, really good. The entertainment has been amazing on this cruise.
Of course, as soon as I get on the ship, lose my voice.
I'm going to get my phone and see if I can stay on top of it.
Every single time. Robin said my dog next to me is named Boots, and he's protein and fat. Yes, and he better watch himself around me, Robin, if that particular seasoning blend is around, because I could possibly eat your dog. Like, I wouldn't want to, but it was that good. So yeah, as soon as we get on, I have like this stupid cough and like I lose my voice. So annoying. Hey guys, where are you? I missed the beginning. We are in Cozumel right now. I think we're still in port.
Yeah, we're in port until 7:30.
Right. And right now, as far as ship time goes, it is 7:00.
Yes.
So yes, we are on the cruise. Hi, Nancy. So I'm getting like total FOMO about the 2KK cruise. Like, I'm so excited for that, because every single place we go, whether it's like we had something nice to eat, we enjoyed a show, it's like I want to tell you guys about it. I want to look over and see Joe, but like also all my friends. So I'm really looking forward to...
Okay, so I can pull the chat up on my phone so that I can stay on top of it. So...
Hey, Sean.
Robin said, is there protein in Boots? Yeah, you answered that. And then I did say, Michelle asked where we're at. I missed the beginning. You said we're on the cruise. And then John wants to know, when's the next 2KK cruise? So, it looks like I did hear back from the travel agency company that I work with, which is Cruises and Tours. And MSC does offer conference rooms.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get a hold of them because booking a group with them is a little different than with Royal Caribbean. But I think we have pretty much decided we're going to try a new cruise line next year.
Because we got a ridiculous deal. Like, this is so cheap we can't ignore it.
So, again, for us, it's always about keeping the price of the cruise down.
Yeah. We
had two options. We could go on Harmony of the Seas next year. 5 nights would cost somebody, if they had an ocean view balcony for the cabin, $2,600. So that's $1,300 a person if you're splitting with somebody else.
Right.
An interior was like $2,000. Then we could have gone on Adventure of the Seas, which we did last year with Low Carb Cruise. Slightly smaller ship, but still a big ship. You got an extra day for less money, but a lot of people are like, they wanted to go on the bigger ship.
Right.
And then I was just like, that's just a lot of money.
It is.
And so Mary actually recommended, like, why don't we try a different cruise line?
I was like, wait,
and so MSC, Anthony went on MSC. He said it was very good. He loved it. It would be MSC, I believe it's Seashore out of Orlando. And what we're looking at is an ocean view balcony. An ocean view balcony, 7 nights, $1,600.
Hello.
And that's gratuities. Not gratuities, that's taxes and port fees included. You'll be able to, if you want to do an interior, it's $1,044. So that's $525 a person for an interior 7-night cabin.
That feels like doable.
And they also have, it looks like we're going to give the option of you can upgrade your ocean view balcony to what they call their Aurea thing.
Aurea?
And with that, you get a king-size bed instead of a queen-size bed. You will get priority embarkation. You get a bathroom and slippers. You get unlimited access to the thermal spa. You get a free massage. Get a couple of other things. Oh, you get a special area like on the upper deck. And on that upper deck, you have your own private pool and hot tub and stuff like that for just people in those. It's almost like a suite. It's like a junior suite on Royal Caribbean. And that would be a $400 upgrade.
So double occupancy for $1,600.
Double, that's two, no, that's not per person. That's 2 people.
So $800
a person. So we're going to try MSC.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's the cool thing. You're like us and you are been Royal to Loyal, or you've done a lot of Royal Caribbeans. Like, if you know, you've done our cruises and you've done low carb cruises. MSC
will port you over.
Will do a one-time transfer of your points and match your loyalty level. So if you're a diamond on Royal Caribbean, MSC will make you whatever the equivalent is in their loyalty program. All you have to do is, and once we get everything, I'll tell everybody how to do it. All you would have to do is literally send them proof, like a screenshot of what your loyalty level is with Royal Caribbean, and they will match you.
Yeah, Teresa's like, I would definitely do that upgrade. I felt like the upgrade was like super fancy. You know, as soon as you say spa, it's just like throw the money out. I actually won, I don't know if it's because we guessed the weight right or something, but I won like $60 towards like their Vitality Spa, but I haven't even like went over there to see what could I use it on, because I'm like, we ain't even gonna get in the ballpark of something for $60, right? Because like usually it's super expensive. So I thought unlimited access to that thermal spa room is like a real deal, because remember we bought that one time on,
you bought it for Alaska,
yeah, and it was
like
pricey.
$100. So and if you're curious, this cruise would be going to Nassau, their private island, and then also it was Costa Maya and Cozumel. So it's 4 port stops, I believe it was, and then, you know,
time of year,
it's going to be next September. So I'm just trying to narrow down 2 different dates. It would either be September 6th or September 20th. 7 nights. So that's it. That's it. Both of them are going to be the same exact price. It's just when do we want to go? September 6th is close to Rachel's birthday. We're going to kind of celebrate Rachel's 50th birthday. And then the other thing is that the thing about September is earlier in hurricane season.
Which is nice, yeah.
So plus is less of a chance of a hurricane. We don't get too many hurricanes in the Caribbean in the beginning of September, end of August, but it's hotter.
But the only thing is, sometimes people want to know, like, hey, we're having a summertime cruise. You know, we stay there's lots of access to water. in port in Cozumel, there was like tons of access to water. You could go to like all the different like clubs, go, the beach water, people were going diving, things like that. And then of course on the ship, you've got pools.
Again, it's about us all being together, the ports or whatever. Again, they changed us last Thursday. They switched us over and said, we're not going Eastern Caribbean, we're going to Western Caribbean. We've had the smoothest sailing we have ever had.
It's never been this nice. Not even on a low carb cruise in July has it been this
Zero
smooth.
rocking. Yes, we are on the largest cruise ship in the world.
It's almost...
I'll put up a picture later where we were docked next to Margarita today.
It's embarrassing. It's one of those things like you've got the fast pass at Disney World and you have to walk by the line of people who don't have a fast pass and they're like waiting in line for a really long time. That's what it feels like when you are parked next to any other ship, even a Royal Caribbean ship. Like you're parked next to it and it's like we would be on like deck 6 and you are towering over the top of their deck. Like it's insanity.
So Robin said, I've watched some videos about how MSC is so low and they have other business support. So MSC is the largest shipping company in the world. They are also, I think, the third largest overall cruise line in the world. They are primarily a European cruise line. They're an Italian cruise line. They're trying to break into the American market. So they're launching these new mega ships in the United States and basically trying to undersell the other companies.
Which is fine. We will take advantage of that.
So now here's the thing about MSC that like we got from Anthony. There are not as many activities during the day, like all the little trivia games and stuff like that they have on Royal Caribbean, but they have a lot of nightlife, a lot of shows and things like that. But you also have to be aware about 30 to 50% of the people on board are actually European. So it's a little bit
different service.
But I know that I've had several of my cruise clients go on MSC. They all
had a great time.
It's just a little different, but again, for the price, it's very hard for me to turn down. I want to give you guys more time for less money.
It's not like we're making the difference
because then Dustin can go.
I want Dustin to go. It's actually I want Chandra to go.
Okay.
No, I want Dustin to go too. But my
so see, Robin said September 6th coincides with Labor Day.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
nice.
better for people for time off efficiency.
That is true.
That is good to know.
It's not going to be like we're either royal or pirate ship. It's not those, right? It's going to be one luxury cruise line to another luxury cruise line.
Matt said 50, no way. Maybe you'll be 40, but not 50.
God bless you. It's almost Matt's birthday.
Michelle said, I vote the 6th was supposed to say. So, yeah. I think I'm leaning towards the 6th because it's close to Rachel's birthday. Nancy said, I don't care where we go. I just want a 2KK family reunion.
That's my thought.
And that was kind of our thought. We'll try it once. If we don't like it, we'll go back to Royal Caribbean. I will probably never do a group cruise on Carnival. Because in talking to Carnival first of all, it's a pain with rooms.
I'm so sorry about coughing.
But it can't be a low. I would never do a Carnival 4-day or even a 5-day because it becomes too much of a party cruise, and we don't want to deal with that.
We can bring the party, but not bring the party.
Yes. Robinson, if no December cruise next year, I'll have to figure out something else for my birthday. Yeah, I mean, now I will say we have booked Legend of the Seas.
We're going to kidnap her for her birthday.
For November 20th next year. It's not a 2KK cruise, but if anybody wants to come.
Yeah, come on down.
Hit me up and I can try to find you a good rate because the rates on that weekend that's an 8-night cruise. I'm not gonna lie though, it's not gonna be cheap like a lot of you're looking like in an interior cabin, you're probably looking at about $3 million because it will be a brand new ship. It's gonna launch in Spain and then it comes over here in the end of August, does a bunch of 4 or 5 nights, and then it begins 8-night sailings. Shauna's here.
Good to see you, young lady.
Let's see. Anything else here? Just trying to check. A lot of people saying the 6th.
I used my $6 casino free money that they give you to play with and turned it into $60. Then I lost 10 and turned into $50.
No, it was 57, right? Yeah.
57. But it was more than that. It was $10 more than that, but then I got cocky.
Yeah. Mary Ann said my coworkers gave me cruise money for my retirement.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're pretty much caught up. But we did just want to really check in with you guys Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, let us know. But we wanted to say hello to everybody.
Shauna says, I moved in again, back to work from workers' comp from broken shoulder this month. I'm so glad that like you are on the mend. You're digging my hair tonight. Thank you so much. I actually put in Instagram, this dress looked a little bit Florence Henderson with me. I think the whole vibe was like Florence Henderson. But you know what? She was a cool lady. So I'm okay with that. I did have non-scale victory today. I did not show the photo because I'm afraid that my children will literally vomit onto Instagram, but I wore the bikini. Like,
you look good.
I was that was a big non-scale victory for me without like a whole bunch of stuff over top of it. I wore like a couple's bikini, you know, like date night bikini, and I was just out there. And to further the fact that I obviously do not care what anybody thinks, we were supposed to lay in lounge chairs, but I wanted to get more into the water.
Right.
And so I rolled up a towel as a pillow, got off of the lounge chair, and then took my like outfit, and put it over the top of my head so my face didn't get burnt, but I could tan the rest of my body. But I inspired two other ladies to be like, I'm hot too. We're getting in the water. So I felt real like that was a big deal for me to like just say, you know what, screw it.
So Matt wanted to know, what ports did we go to on this cruise? So we started off going to Costa Maya. And so Costa Maya is, it's a port where like, you know what, people do excursions. A lot of people like to go to like some of the different ruins and things like that. For us, you can take a taxi or you can rent a golf cart. We rented a golf cart, but next time we're going to take a taxi, because the low carb cruise is going to the same ports. And so you go to this, you can go over to the beaches. We go to a place called
Crazy Lobster.
Crazy Lobster. They have very good food, very, very cheap. And basically you get to hang out on the beach. They have all kinds of amenities and stuff, and you just have to like
buy anything.
Eat and drink.
Buy a drink.
But it's very cheap.
Buy a soda.
And then they have people along the beach that, you know, in their beach resort, $25 for a 1 hour massage. So Rachel was all about the massages.
$25 an hour. And it was not in a back room.
No.
It was on the beach in full view of everybody. It wasn't sketchy at all. It was amazing. And it's like, it's worth going to Costa Maya just for the massage.
And then yesterday we went to Roatan. So with Roatan, which is in Honduras, the best thing about Roatan is the water. Roatan is all about like go swimming, snorkeling, scuba diving, that kind of stuff. But because they did this cruise like switch last minute, we didn't go diving. So we kind of walked the port because we've never been in the port. We went diving the last time. And then we just got back on the ship. But there was so much to do on the ship.
So much.
Like there's no reason to get on the ship, honestly. I mean, there's 7 water slides. And I'm talking about water slides like Nancy, like it's like water slides at the water parks.
And Dustin, there's deep tissue massage. There was like I want to say there's like 16 or 20 people doing like the massages on the beach. Some of them are guys too that are doing the massages.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've like no, I saw somebody say, did norovirus break out on your cruise? No, I just have like a cough and it's terrible.
Yeah, so she gets, every time she comes on, she gets real excited. The first night she's like yelling and
then I lose my voice, and then we're done.
Her voice.
And then I'm catching up.
Yeah, so we get, now I will say, if you ever go to Roatan, like if you go on a low carb cruise, if you want to explore, do not leave the port. Either book an excursion or stay in the port. But when you get out of the port, it is it's not scary, but
it's a little scary for me.
No, but what I'm saying...
People are very aggressive to try to get your
selling
business.
Excursions that you didn't book through the cruise...
Come here.
They're on top of you.
They're on top of you.
Mine is better. What excursion
yelling at each other.
Yeah, they're yelling. It's very pushy, and you have to be willing to just walk through.
You have to walk through, and there's like this... They're on both sides of you on a one-way sidewalk.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. So I would say, if you're going to Roatan,
book an excursion. Either book an excursion ahead of time so that they'll meet you there and you don't have to worry about it.
And then Cozumel was today, and it's awesome.
Cozumel Port is awesome, and then we got out and there's 2 different ports here. So there's one we're at with bigger ships, and there's one 3 miles up the road directly across from like town. and that one is for smaller ships. Like Grandeur of the Seas is in town. There were like 8 cruise ships in town today. So we were gonna walk, and then we took a taxi, $10 to go up there, grab those shoes.
Oh yeah.
And so we walked around there. We were just kind of looking, and then we went 1 block up. We found this beautiful little Catholic church, open air Catholic church.
From 1500.
1516 is when they built this church.
So we went in there to pray.
And then we walked 1 block over. It's kind of like in the shopping district, but it's away from like all the tourist places.
Tres Hermanos,
and we found this shoe store, and they had these, like, they're not Crocs, but they're like Crocs. They're actually softer than Crocs.
I find them to be softer. They're actually made.
It smells like a shoe store in here.
They're made in Mexico here.
So we bought 9 pairs.
Some for the baby.
Type in the comment. I'm not going to tell you how much we paid for them. We bought 9 pairs of these. So Rachel got 4 pair. I got 2 pair, and then we got 3 pair for Peyton.
Guess how much we got?
No, don't tell him. Get one of Peyton's pair. So we're going to give people a chance to let us know, what do you think we paid for 9 pairs of these? Now, remember, Crocs in the United States were $60 a pair.
Yeah.
And what happened was, I wanted to get Crocs anyway, because we learned that Crocs shrink in the sun.
This is like a Croc style. Is this kind, our friend Andy?
Juliana, you are very close.
Very, very close.
So we paid $49 US for 9 pairs of these.
So the first thing, of course, is everything is so good to see you, Joanna. Oh, thanks, Donna. I was gonna say, I didn't say it, but like, because Donna Jo saw my Instagram, because I actually put it on Instagram.
Oh.
But she didn't vote. But anyway, so yeah, usually these guys, I mean, we had just, the ones that were the Mickey one that we said in the vlog that Peyton had lost. Remember, she lost a shoe? Those were $60.
Yeah.
That we lost a shoe.
And you knew that this we actually were talking to our taxi driver on the way back. He's like, oh yes, that's a very
Tres
popular
Hermanos.
place. He's like, it's where all the locals go. And you knew this wasn't a tourist place, because all of the tourist places, all the prices are in US dollars. This place, the prices are in pesos.
Right.
And so I'm looking at them, and like the price is $99. And I'm like, there's no way these are $99. That has to be pesos. And then when Rachel went up and she was like, yeah, like Peyton's were like $3.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, oh, okay. And then Rachel put them on. It was like, yes.
So, so if you're going on the low carb cruise and you don't have like an excursion, they're going to Cozumel, if I'm not mistaken. And they didn't just have Crocs. They had
all kinds of shoes.
Any kind of shoe you can imagine. They had like dress shoes. They had, sandals. They had tennis shoes. They had everything. It's just,
Oh, Marianne said you can sing her birthday song when your throat feels bad.
Oh, thank you. I want to forget though.
Okay.
Yeah, you ready? Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marianne. Happy birthday to you, and many more, so many more.
Shauna said, I'm finding my new normal, hoping to hit more lives as my new work schedule
I
allows.
hope you will, too.
That would be awesome. Juliana said, it's the 3 kids that get me. The El Paso community came together and threw her daughter a major quinceañera, and passed 4 days later. I'm so glad she got to be there.
Oh, my gracious.
Donna Jo said Titan is officially hers. He's 6 months old.
Yay!
6 months old and weighs 90 pounds. Wow.
Such a gorgeous dog. A Great Dane.
John said cute matching water shoes. Juliana.
60 doll hairs.
John said, what? Saha boys giving messages on the beach. Donna Jo said, so bring an extra suitcase for shoes to take them. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And I mean, Rachel probably would have gotten more if it wasn't for the fact that we had to carry this stuff,
So it was funny. We were in the Windjammer, and breakfast has slapped too. I mean, it's just been really good. I find that on this trip, I've enjoyed breakfast and then tend to skip lunch because we're doing stuff, and then we eat dinner. Joe is more of lunch guy and then dinner. So it's interesting. What are you normally? Are you a breakfast, lunch, dinner guy? Like I know right now Sean has moved to breakfast and lunch and then no dinner. But I just thought it was interesting. But it was last night. We were at the Windjammer, and this dad says to his kid, get whatever you want. But whatever it is that you think that you want, get half of it. Because you can go back.
Right.
But like whatever you're thinking you want, get half of it. And I thought, Wow, that is
'Cause
really.
you can go back.
You can go back, but also I thought, boy, that'll preach for all of us, right? Because and that's kind of how I've done. Like, I like a taste of all kinds of different things. There's so much expensive stuff. You know, there's salmon and there's lamb chops and there's been crab legs and
There was stone crab claws on day one.
right, and lobster and stuff like that. So I do want a little taste of everything. But the way I used to dish out food, especially at a buffet, was like full spoons of every single thing I wanted to try. And either I'm going to eat it all, whether I'm really hungry for it still or not, or I'm going to waste it.
Right.
So I don't know. When that dad said, I was like, ooh, good parenting over there.
That was really good.
I thought that was good.
Yeah. So we were actually met a couple today in the pool, and he was like, "Oh, this is my sister's first ever cruise." I'm like, "Yeah, you're ruined."
Yeah, you're ruined because everything's
Again,
nice.
on day one, you had free lobster tail, unlimited, stone crab claws. There was mussels, oysters, shrimp, ceviche, scallops.
I am like Juliana though when she's saying like I want stuff that I'm not going to make for myself.
Yes.
And so yes, I'm like that too. Things that take a lot, even getting an omelet in the morning where I get all of the things in my omelet because they're tiny diced up. And so it's like, I think there must be 12 things in my omelet. The only thing that I don't tend to get into an omelet anymore is onions. I don't know why, but ever since keto, garlic and onions, I use an 18th of what I used to use.
Eat like an entire.
I used to eat like cloves of garlic, and I'm more sensitive to it now. I don't know why that is, but like I just don't have a taste for it. But little things like the chopped up bacon and chopped up mushroom and diced up jalapenos and diced up green and all of that stuff. It's not that I couldn't make it. I'm just not going to. Like, right. I'm not going to get up in the morning and dice all of that stuff up, and just the variety of it. It's nice. But I'm like, jujube. I want stuff I'm not going to make for myself. Yeah. Like, typically we don't make a lot of salmon because Joe doesn't like seafood. So anytime we come on a cruise, they've got octopus and like you said ceviche and squid and like I'm eating all that stuff because he's not going to make that at home.
Never. Nancy said I have to do breakfast, light lunch, and dinner as I can't eat enough at one meal to get my protein.
Makes sense. My mom's like that too.
Marianne said I had the Dr. Scholl's wooden shoes. When I was a kid, I had to sleep with a bar between my feet.
I had
because my feet turned in, so they made me sleep with that bar.
I had to wear like these. I guess they were my first Doc Martens, but they were like a really heavy heel. I walked on my tippy toes, so I had to have a shoe that pulled down the back of my leg. And in the 70s, they had all kinds of contraptions that probably would be seen as like not nice for kids now. But like, hey, I'm not a tippy toe walker anymore, so it did work.
Juliana said, "Food I didn't cook or dishes I don't have to wash."
Amen.
That's my favorite. I agree.
And I find I am just so thankful. Like, it is a beautiful time. As much as I enjoy the food, what I've really enjoyed on this cruise is peace, not feeling like I need to watch the news. I don't feel like I need to be looking at a ton of social media. We've had really nice conversations. I've enjoyed sunlight. We leave the drapes open so long as, you're just cognizant that you could wake up, park next to another boat, right?
Well, you did kind of today.
Yeah.
You were like, oops.
Sorry. But it's been nice, waking up. Like, we normally wake up with the sun because the rooster helps us with that. But it's nice just being out in the sun, like, just having all of that peaceful time. And I've enjoyed that. A lot.
It's just been nice to relax because we've been so hectic and we have so much coming up. We've got, we're going out to Texas, and then we have the Hack Your Health conference, then we have the 2KK cruise.
But, I'm taking away from this time, life can be as noisy as I let it be.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be as noisy. I can go back home and continue not watching the news and watching social media or doom scrolling or any of that kind of thing, right? I can just read a book and relax and talk to my friends and just enjoy my life, right?
Okay, so Joanna said, Joe, I worked in a daycare in the infant room, took care of kids with those bars.
Oh, wow.
Annie said, I finally have the range of motion to cook a little bit. I've made scrambled eggs twice in my new place. Beth said, can we get protein from a protein drink?
Like a keto chow?
Yes, you can, but your first choice should be, the first place you go should be meat. Now, in a situation like you, I would strongly encourage something like keto chow, because you need the vitamins and the electrolytes and the nutrients, not just protein.
I would make the egg pudding, that kind of thing.
Where I would not count protein, and I think this is a mistake that a lot of people make, is I'm going to have a protein bar.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a Quest bar. That's not protein.
It's just marketing.
That's candy.
That's just marketing.
Okay? If you're consuming protein like that, that's not protein. That's don't count ever that protein.
Like a Cliff bar.
But meat should be your primary source of protein. And then if you need, in a situation like you, Beth, then that's where I would look at keto chows to give additional protein.
What I would avoid, though, and definitely, you know, check everything that you're drinking. So let's say you're not having a keto chow. Let's say you're using something like, you know, one of those like elevation drinks from Aldi, or you're using something that is like, you know, like a Slim Fast or something like that. Some keto version of that you buy in the store that's like ready to drink. Check those ingredients. Make sure that you are not just swimming in seed oil, because, you know, the fat that they have to put, you know, and it's not like keto chow where you can choose the fat. So like my recommendation would be like, be careful with that. I'd almost rather you have like you're supplementing your, you know, your keto chow, but it's not like, you know, just because I used to drink a lot of Slim Fast and it was just seed oil.
Yeah.
Just drinking seed oil.
So Donna wants to know, how much cheese have I eaten? Less than I eat at home.
It's been crazy. He's been very choosy and snobby about it. We have
3 slices of pizza every night, or 4 slices. We split a pie every night, and then a couple of pieces off the bar, but like not really much cheese.
But they had the big burrata.
I didn't even finish it.
Oh, I finished it. I finished mine. That burrata was just on the Windjammer bar.
Dustin said relaxation would be amazing. Juliana said, I've also found one store near me that does mince.
Not diced, minced. Oh, nice.
Yeah, red, yellow, pepper. Yeah, we have some stores by us, but it's so expensive for it.
Yeah, if you can find that as a deal, like I will pay that price to feel like, especially if it's something that, you know, you're making egg bites, it stretches across the week. For $4.50, that used to be one Starbucks drink.
Yeah.
If I'm going to only buy that, and it also helps me not waste a whole bunch of vegetables, I would rather just get that. Of course, Juliana doesn't need that. You've got a whole garden outside.
Yeah, Matt said, don't forget, you also have to add in the Central Florida Ketos meetup in that hectic
Yes,
schedule.
November 8th,
And that same weekend, I think we're going to be babysitting our grandchildren because the kids are going to a concert.
Yeah.
Shauna said, I got really good at one-armed keto chow making. Hot was easier.
Oh, yeah. Hot's way easier.
Nancy said, when I was a baby, my feet turned in and I had braces on both my feet and I had the bar across them too. I'm thanking keto for helping with my new lifestyle, and I can walk.
It is really a blessing to be able to walk, you know, knowing that Joe can get around. I mean, a lot of the terrain is uneven, you know, especially when we were in Costa Maya, we were like walking down.
We were running up the stairs today because when we got back on the ship, there was 0 lines for the water slides.
We were running up the water slide.
Running up the, because 0 line, we were running up the steps, and they're high.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like a legit water park.
Well, and like 15 stories high.
Right.
And now we've been on all of the slides. The only one,
except for the one that broke on iTunes,
and they just closed it because
they haven't retrofitted this one yet.
Right, but the straight down one, if it's been a while since you did the straight down one where you go like this, it's still the G-string maker. I got down. Thankfully, there's only like one guy at the bottom there because I'm like,
I really wanted to be at the bottom first for that one.
I mean, you know, your bathing suit has completely shifted. Joe got out, and he was in a Speedo by the time you get down the straight drop one, even though he's wearing swim trunks, because it's just the force of the water.
No, but they have 2 rides where you have 4-person and you get in and it goes way up and then slides. I mean, it's amazing what they have on the ship. But we're gonna get off because we're gonna go to the Price is Right show. But again, we just wanted to check in.
Mickey, I don't know where Heath
they,
and Chili are.
They left social media for a while.
And we did reach out to them.
I have reached out to them and have not heard back from them, but I know they decided to leave social media.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to get off. We're going to go down to Price is Right. We just wanted to check in, and we're going to try to get another video out this weekend. We will be back live on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern for Keto Beyond the Couch.
We love you guys. Bye.